We have breaking news. I'm toasted.
Hi, and welcome back to Kids Eat Toast Sometimes. Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I just got the giggles, you know. Rupert, what you doing there, big flexer? He's always big talk before the podcast. He said, "Oh, I'm going to be controversial today." They said,
I am. Watch me.
He said, "Rupert,
Watch me.
what do you think of this?" He said, if I don't have the facts, I cannot speak on the man. But that's that is, you know. So welcome to the show. Welcome back. As you can see, if you're watching, I'm in pink. Chloe's in pink, and
I'm in black.
Get your eyes up, ya pervs, off me. Or Chloe. More likely
Okay.
Chloe.
Okay. But Sam's got a very fancy shirt on. We are now going to be selling KETS activewear. This is a very nice activewear shirt.
Yep, we got it done well because we've got an indoor hockey team as well. We bought an indoor hockey team. Cheaper than going to anything, really. Especially when they pay for the kit.
Cheaper than a Knightington roof, that's for sure.
Hey, Rupert.
Why do you say you bought? You say it like you're some baller. I bought an indoor.
I'm the
hockey
general
team.
manager. You know, Boston, New York,
Some people say
Weinberg military base on a Tuesday evening. Kids indoor
Weinberg
team.
military base.
you
Ryan
know.
Reynolds too.
Yeah, well,
You know.
I mean, I put this on. I was like, luckily, we're at a military base with these guns. You know, okay.
Okay.
Well,
I had to make it out of that. So it was at the Weinberg military base. We watched the game last night. And let me tell you, that is one of the hardest places to get into and get out of, which is probably a good thing.
So
but
Well, it shouldn't. I don't think it should be easy to get into a military base.
that's what I said.
yeah.
It's a good thing.
Okay, champion.
Use your ears. What, Rupert? Just because a woman's talking, you don't listen. That's some toxic traits from bishops. But no, it's So we own a team. You know, we got players from all over the southern suburbs, and a real just good bunch of guys. I didn't play because I'm recovering. You know, from a tattoo.
Sorry, did you mention you have a tattoo?
I've got a tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah, it's,
You had a tattoo.
what was that? Can anyone hear that ringing?
No? Are your ears ringing?
Wow, what an out of body experience.
What?
Must be the tattoo.
It must be the
Must be
tattoo.
the
After
tattoo.
effects of the tattoo.
POV, you're having an allergic reaction to your tattoo. Can everyone hear like me? For context, we've been watching a lot of those like videos where you're supposed they're trying to make each other cringe when they're making the video, and that's how you win. So I think in the spirit of that, before we get into the World Cup, Rupert, like what's your most cringe worthy? Do something that you know.
Batsy. That is cringe.
Yeah, that whole thing was a bit much. Yeah, Chloe.
Okay. This is how to make my southern cookies. I add a lot of love.
Was that rehearsed? No. No, that's brilliant. Brilliant. POV, the pilot lands the plane.
You just do stuff that's like actually funny.
I don't think that's actually.
Oh,
funny.
you don't think that's funny? Well, you're off.
Oh my God, I'm really struggling with such a... every time I actually like legitimately try and talk, now I've got a tickle in my throat. I've been battling a chest infection.
In your throat?
Well, the chest infection and then...
No, I
and then
know,
you
I
wanna
know.
cough and you...
I think girls should call chest infection boob infections.
You missed breast infection.
Oh, yeah.
Titty infection.
Oh, Rupert getting wild. This is what we were prepared for. Just
Rupert's
crazy.
doing a Colby.
Yeah, I can't believe he honestly watched
He
the,
definitely watched it through there. He
Through the
definitely had.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
vision through
You
his
could see
shirt.
through there like this.
you know,
Jeepers.
it was like Suarez, but not like Suarez. When Suarez watched the dugout against
After he
Knocked
ruined
out Ghana,
Africa's
yeah.
dreams.
One of
Fuck
my
that guy.
aunts was watching the Rugby World Cup, and her Fitbit watch called an ambulance because it thought that she was having a heart attack.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
That
I'm
sounds-
gonna call cap on that.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
also
gonna
call
call
cap.
cap on
Guys,
that.
it
That's a
happened.
lie.
First of all, Fitbit's a shit watch.
Maybe it wasn't an aunt, but it was someone my mom knew, one of her friends. But I think it was an aunt.
I'm calling
Legitimately
Kat.
That is,
called
I could bet my, well, it's not my house, but I could bet this house on it.
Yeah.
But that's a lie.
Okay.
Hi, Dad. We've got a bet.
Are we still doing the try not to cringe thing, eh?
That's what I was going for. But no, I mean, what a time. What a time to be South African.
I saw Clean Cut Scully's tattooed.
Yeah.
But he apparently got that before we won the final.
Yes, so he got that, and it's massive. It's like he's a
big
big dude
money
as
moves.
well. But a few people have told me it's photoshopped, not me.
Nah.
It does look photoshopped.
I
If you look
bleed
at that,
for the
it looks-
Springboks. I bleed for this game. Chloe said, "Are we gonna go watch the parade?" I said, "I've already bled for the box. I don't want to wave at Sia through masses of people."
Well, explain what your tattoo is so people...
Well, it's
We'll
just
put a picture up on the screen.
it's a Springbok with the Protea wreath underneath it.
It's
so-
really cool.
Someone now sent me a message. I think they were joking, but I don't know. They said, "Wasn't that the apartheid Springbok thing?" And I was like, well, a bit late now for that
Imagine.
information.
That would be really bad.
Yeah, but
How do you feel with the shaved leg?
the shaved leg,
Liking it?
I'm feeling sleek. I'm feeling sexy, but I'm
It
also
feels really good.
I don't know. I'm also not feeling that sexy. I must go get my eyebrows threaded again. I feel like Frida Kahlo, just like, and then
But you have got a fresh haircut. That's looking
thanks.
pretty
And
good.
then Rupert just always tells me I'm fat. So
Yes.
instead of calling me wellies, he calls me swellies. And I don't know. It's been a lot. But the Springboks, we're world champions.
Oh.
We're bringing the heat.
What a game. That was a fantastic game to watch. I also think it was fair reffing. I've seen a lot of All Blacks, I say All Black supporters saying that the reffing was unfair, but guys, you got to kick it through the poles.
In America, they call them African Americans, but that's neither here
I
nor
just searched this. It does look like you got the apartheid.
No.
Yep,
No
you
ways.
got the apartheid.
No, that's not true.
It's not, but I didn't. You know, a Springbok has lived through many times, as has the Protea, #Protea Fire. Yeesh.
I also thought it was fitting that the lights went off right
Oh,
after we
at the stadium.
Yeah.
But did they go off, or was that just part
Yeah.
of the...
No, why would they switch the lights off?
Yeah.
And then they quickly cut away. Cyril walked past, lights went off, and then they like cut to like an aerial shot of the stadium. I don't
He's
know
like
what
a
happened.
villain walking in. There will be no lights. So I walk.
Cyril.
That's like his superpower, actually. That's how Cyril became a billionaire. He just walks around sucking energy from things. I am getting stronger.
Cyril's
yeah.
such a meme.
I like him.
He's such a meme. I think that is like a big reason why Gen Zs would vote for him. He's just so cute.
Gen Z.
And
He
he's
looked
so
like
funny.
he looked like such an NPC on the. Did you see when they're all getting their stuff, their medals and everything, and they're all in suits? Then Cyril's just. I think he was in jeans, a t-shirt, and had a scarf on.
That's my
and then
guy.
Geordie Barrett walked past him, didn't shake his hand, just ignored him.
Oh my,
Good for Cyril.
Well, Fuff
and
gave
Cyril
him
looked
some
him-
extra attention.
Yeah.
Cyril
fuck
looked him
him.
down like this after they went.
You said it.
I thought
Yeah.
Cyril ignored him.
Cyril ignores Geordie Barrett, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Geordie
yeah.
Barrett also missed the 3-point penalty, yeah. So, but no, it was a great time. Garth, my dad, he was blackout drunk. He honestly said it was the happiest day of his life. And then he like looked at us, and then he was like, "Oh no, actually, when I met your mom," and I was like, "So where does that put us?" Pretty low on the list. And then everyone was so happy. And then they're doing the fireworks, and my dad like solemnly looks at the TV. He's like, "That reminds me of Israel, Palestine." And we were just like, Jesus, read the room.
Read the room, Opal.
But it's true. It was. It's like that's what like the Iron Dome looks like with all those.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy
It's
stuff.
crazy how the world celebrates in one part of the world and then there's just havoc.
And the other.
Yeah.
I
Very-
doubt the Oaks are celebrating
sad.
there for the Boxer.
No, definitely. Thanks for that one, Rupert. Definitely
I
not.
saw that there was I don't know for what sport this was, but I saw that there was a World Cup qualifiers and it was Israel versus Palestine.
Oh, I
and
saw
they
that.
cancelled
It's a World Cup friendly. Not a World. It's a football friendly game.
Oh, it's not
I
friendly.
actually think that's how they should resolve the conflict. They make like in 5 years' time. So they say now, okay, it's 5 years' time. They start an Olympic Games just between the two, and whoever wins gets the land.
Nah. That's not even a hot take.
I think
That's not even a hot take.
That's shiitake. That is a shit take. That is a load of bullshit. Rupert. Winner stays on.
Stays on.
Nah, you crazy, man. This
That-
is
that
we
is-
we try to
that is
add
crazy.
some light and levity, a giggle here or there.
Yeah. Do you know what else is
Very
crazy?
morose time. What's crazy? The crazy store.
What
POV.
What else is crazy?
Okay, Mr. D, embarrassing. There was a technical glitch that happened, and they prematurely sent out an email consoling South Africans for the Bokke loss, offering them a 50 rand off their next order.
Yeah.
That's hella awkward.
Yeah, but and that's people are shocked. But all like sort of media and news companies do this. They like have the two stories prepped so that it can and break the reaction. So Mr. D was like, "Oh, get 50% off. We'll cheer you up." And then the box won, and it was like
Someone's getting fired there.
Megan.
Yeah.
Someone's definitely getting fired.
Megan from
Straight
Mr.
up.
D. Yeah. So
Do you know who else is getting cancelled? Discovery. You know
for
why?
what?
All the Swifties are coming for them. So the Calabash is happening.
Calabash.
Yeah.
What's Calabash?
I think it's like a big music festival that happens in South Africa. And they were like putting out like Taylor Swift quotes and like basically hinting that Taylor Swift was coming. And people were like, is Taylor Swift coming? They were like, I don't know, find out. And to get early tickets for Calabash, you had to create a Discovery account. So many Swifties created a Discovery account, and then Calabash performance were announced, and T-Swizzle was not
Who's
on
the
there.
headliner?
No idea. Who cares? It's not Taylor Swift. So
Okay, interesting.
I just okay.
Interesting.
Titillating one. I feel like Taylor Swift's is just another world. Men don't get that. Rupert, you get the Taylor Swift type?
I love Taylor Swift.
Okay. What's your favorite song there?
But you're on the phone.
With your
Girlfriend,
everyone
she's
thinks
up.
that's
That's a classic. That's a classic.
bam.
My favorite at the moment is Style.
How does that go?
We never go out of style. We never go. Yeah, it's a good one. What's your favorite?
Gravity. Gravity. It's
That's-
work. I know.
Bruh.
That's just someone she dated. Well, she's dated everyone. It's amazing how some people.
No.
She has. It's amazing. Who got dragged for that recently? Oh, Logan Paul's fiance.
Yo,
It's so sexist though. Like,
is
there's so
sexist,
many,
yeah.
like Drake has dated everybody. Orlando Bloom's dated everybody. No one's
Mob
talking
Boy.
about them.
Who's
Yeah. It's a societal double standard. Rupert, your take on this nuanced issue?
yo? That's all I can say. No,
Ayoba.
she's for the squad.
She's not.
She's for the squad.
She's not. I think if you haven't, like, let's say you're 30, right? You haven't been in a long-term relationship. You bound to have been with a lot of people.
Bound to have slept with 30 celebrities.
If you're
Yeah.
attractive, 100%.
Wouldn't you?
What numbers are you putting up there, Rupert?
Rookie numbers.
You little roof rat.
Rookie
yo.
numbers. Rookie numbers.
Scavenging
She's on Raya.
around for anything there?
She's on Raya, that's for sure.
No, so I don't see the problemo.
Neither do I.
It's just like again, when it's guys, you're like, oh, he's a boy. When it's a girl, you're like, ooh.
But that's just how it is.
Everyone also knows that all your guy friends be like, oh, that chick, can't believe she does it. Who's in the DMs there?
Your friend.
Your mates are there. Hi, want to meet up? So everyone,
That's fact. What a.
Yeah.
Then you see
That's
that
when
guy.
you find out who your real guy friends are. When you
don't-
break up with your girl.
your best mates will send your ex-girlfriend a message. It's just how guys are wired.
Really?
Yeah, it is. It's the
Would you accept
the
it?
baboon gene.
Would you just be like, fair play? Or is that like a friendship deal breaker?
You probably wouldn't be mates with them anymore, but
What if your
I'd
friend piped
understand
your
it.
girlfriend?
No, Rupert, it's not.
Damn.
You're not in Tin Roof on the pavement chatting to a fucking hobo over here trying to solve Marxism. Christ. Rupert out.
No, she has dated a shit ton of people. Max, George, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Brinkley Cook,
Cooking.
What's this?
Logan Paul.
What list is this?
This is just on The Sun. And this is a few of her headline people she's dated.
Rupert.
Avril Lavigne.
No, Nina Agdal. Rupert hates women, but that's neither here nor there. Speaking of things I hate, the state of Newlands rugby stadium,
Yeah.
we're chatting about the rugby, we saw some videos about it. It just looks like the most unsuccessful farm ever. It's
Terrible. Terrible.
Looks like Beaufort West.
Chloe's there. Have you ever been to Newlands?
No. I've seen photos of it in its glory, and it's most definitely not now.
Well, yeah. No, I just don't know what they're doing with it. What are they doing with it, Rupert? You play rugby?
I think from what I heard, they redeveloping it into like blocks of flats and stuff. So they're going to knock it down. Yeah. But there's something wrong with the architecture or something like that. I remember hearing there was a chance of it collapsing at any given time.
What, Newlands?
Yeah.
Just the grounds.
I'm also calling cap on that. This podcast is... We should just call this podcast Lies.
Just call it Source.
Yeah,
Trust me, bro.
No.
That's why we were going to call it informative-ish.
Yeah. Speaking of the Source, Matthew Perry, hell of a guy. He loved it. But he is also now a dead thing.
That's
I think
so
that
sad.
one's true. Eh?
What do you mean?
That one's true.
That he loved the Source, yeah. So if you...
Oh, no, that he's dead.
If you don't know Matthew Perry, a.k.a. Perry the Platypus, a.k.a. Batman, a.k.a. Matman.
A.k.a. Chandler Bing.
Yes, has sadly passed away. How do you feel about it, Chloe?
Really
I didn't
sad.
watch Friends, really, so I'm not emotionally attached.
I think it's really sad. I think that he struggled with addiction for a long time, even recording Friends. It's hard to see anybody go through addiction. And to die at 54 is like a real shame. So it's very sad. I saw a lot of people gathering outside of the Friends apartment that's in New York. Yeah.
He's got some crazy addiction stats, that guy.
Yeah.
What are some of them?
60,000 hours of Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous.
Okay.
60,000 hours.
That's crazy.
He went to rehab not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 50 times.
Oh, boy.
Cheapest.
And he did detox 65 times.
Yeah. No, this is...
Overworked and underpaid.
Yeah, those are some goat numbers, but that is very sad. And he was alone. Hey, he didn't have a wife or kids or anything.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. Again, look, we come here for facts. I kept hitting myself in this tattoo. It makes me want to...
He was a bachelor.
It makes me want to... But it is sad. And it helped a lot of people. I think that's what people gloss over a lot. He had done a lot of... what's it called?
Community work.
Like
community work,
mentoring, what sponsor,
He created
changed a lot of lives.
a sober house for men recovering from addiction. So he's helped a lot of people get sober, which is fantastic.
I don't know. Personally, I would have created a hype house, but the fact that he's gone and done
He's
it.
recovering addicts on TikTok. Renegade.
What's the ultimate binge series? Speaking of Friends.
How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother is like Friends.
Brooklyn
better.
Nine-Nine.
But better, yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine can get a bit tiring. I think it's very funny, but I couldn't sit down and grind it.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
There we go.
Never watched it.
Yeah.
Always Sunny in
Community.
Philadelphia. Community, you can also grind. They're all good.
I think mine are definitely How I Met Your Mother and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah. Speaking of addiction, the hub, you can also put some serious numbers in, depending on how sad and lonely you are. So shout out.
Those comments are always so sad. It's like, guys, this is my last one. Giving it up. Found a woman, settling down.
I must admit,
Hanging the boots up.
when I do peruse it from time to time, I always read the comments.
No, I can't.
The comments be wild. My word.
Wow.
What about
is it?
what about Rupert's taking his talents from
I don't know what this is about.
on cam to behind the screen? Rupert, are you announcing a career move
I
after?
was announcing retirement, but clearly not.
Retirement from what?
From being on the screen.
From the pod.
Yeah.
Rupert wants off.
So what's happening?
Well, clearly not anymore, so
Yeah. So are you on or off?
clearly on.
Okay.
We're on.
Wow. But to the news, Chloe. We got to get to the news
before
I give up
Cyril
completely on this.
Cyril addressed the nation on Monday. We were all expecting a public holiday on Friday. He gave us one on the 15th of December.
No one's working. It's over by then.
Yeah. We've all signed off. And it's actually, so the day of reconciliation is on a Saturday. So it's kind of like you're just getting that public holiday anyway. So, boo.
Yeah.
We definitely wanted more. And I think also people were disappointed because I guess a lot of people are watching, but he basically just used his address to say how much better South Africa are doing.
Yeah.
And like, same old.
Squirrel. Yeah, so Adrian Basson literally said he used the bulk of his 30 minutes to address the nation on Monday night to punt the government's successes over the past 2 years, giving a glimpse of what the ANC's elections campaign will probably sound like. It's always bizarre when the ANC brag. It's like coming home proudly after failing maths and being like, look how well we did. But you didn't.
But at least I got 40% of the answers right.
Yeah.
You guys should be happy about that, and it's also your fault that I got 60% of it wrong.
Yeah.
So...
And then it was like just congratulating everyone. It's this hey Rupert, this participation awards that we've come into. The Springboks won the World Cup. Celebrate them. We don't need to. You sure we're proud of everyone else, but come on, come on. We don't need everyone to get a shout out. It literally was the equivalent of the ANC shouting out themselves.
I mean, I think when we win the World Cup, it's probably the most united South Africa are, like ever.
And when Leon Schuster drops a movie, I feel like there's a lot of racial harmony that exists within the racism of the actual film.
Yeah. We, as South Africa, we just need a common enemy.
Yeah.
And that will bring us all together.
Yeah.
So whether it's Leon Schuster, the All Blacks, Sam Kane.
That's true. Chloë, I think you've summed it up well there. Who's our next? Who's our next common enemy?
That's what I was
South
thinking. I
Africans?
don't know. Maybe Cyril. Who knows?
No. I love him, little cupcake. I can't believe people call him cupcake.
I feel like load shedding is our common enemy. Honestly, like,
but it
that's
doesn't
one thing
unite
we can
us.
all-
It breeds a lot of hate.
That is true.
We need more of a uniting cause.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Comment down below who it's gonna be.
But also the public holiday. I mean, I get it as well. It's more just like it was a bad promise. You know, it's like, you know, when you're talking sex, I'm gonna do this and that, and
Then one pump Trump, yeah.
you know, there's not much you can. You know, you're limited. You're severely limited because, like, the cost of a public holiday. I saw a lot of people talking about
crazy.
It's billions of rand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's, you know,
Yeah,
Put
they
that
said
together with load shedding.
Over a decade ago, public holidays cost the country between 1.5 and 2.3 billion rand.
Can only imagine
So now,
now.
what does it cost now?
that's why I love April, because it's just public holiday
Sure.
season. You know,
That is so
you
fantastic.
go to school for 2 days in April.
But that's what we're saying, right? Like, I think we would be much more efficient if there was a 4-day work week. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, what work do I do on Friday? I don't. I get off at about like 2 p.m. and I peace out. So I would be much more effective if I like really just knuckle down Monday to Thursday. Give me a break from Friday to Sunday. I think South
Yeah,
Africa
but then
would
the
run so much
construction.
better.
But then what about construction? All that. Then we're losing 2 billion rand.
I love
every
that that's like
Friday.
your
Girls
first thought.
2 billion rand a Friday. That's what
Construction happens on Saturday and Sunday even. They just get paid overtime.
52 times 2, 104 billion rand a year. Just have the Fridays off.
It's Friday there.
It's Saturday, Sunday, what?
But the thing is, then Thursday would literally turn into Friday.
Friday, yeah.
And people be taking liberties on
Then
Thursday.
you see people
That is
driving
so
on
true.
Nelson Mandela. what a man he is. Nelson Mandela Boulevard at flipping 12 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock. You see them sneaking.
That's true. And then would school still happen on a Friday?
Who was that guy in like apartheid? Nelson Mandela?
Mandela.
No, that's too funny. But News 24 did a presidential fact check, so you didn't have to. And then we
Whenever they come for them.
we didn't also like pay for it. I mean, if you're paying for News 24, you gotta
I
check.
pay for News 24.
Well, that's how we got access to
Yeesh.
this article. So
Yeah.
his big claim, number one, was that the country is making progress towards ending load shedding. Fact check. Survey says 2023 has been the worst year for load shedding, with more than 250 days and 6,000 hours so far,
Sure.
according to the data collected by your friend and mine, Eskomse Push. They
Did you-
changed it to Eskomse Kant for the...
Loved it. Loved it.
Okay, not a C, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, well, there you go.
Yeah.
That false claiming.
Well, I mean, fact check. It's partially true, but not with enough context. So, yeah, load shedding gets better in summer. Duh. People aren't as cold and aren't using heaters and stuff like that. And they pumped diesel into generating electricity.
Diesel is still mad
So,
expensive.
guys, there's still a lot of debt. It's still... That's why I don't like them giving us false hope.
False
like,
claiming.
You know, load shedding is getting better. Is it?
Is it? What's another one? Over the last 2 years, the number of people with jobs has increased by 2 million, bringing the level of employment close to its pre-pandemic level. We've done so well that things are as shit as they were before COVID started.
But the thing with that claim, right,
Yeah.
is it's Ramaphosa literally rounded up by 500,000.
That's how you do.
That's crazy.
Ba ba boom.
So technically, there's been an increase of 1.5 million people.
Round up. That's how it works, brother.
You can't just leave
1.5.
25% of it out.
1.5 is 2%. And 2 is a pretty shit number. So 2%, 5%.
But he also lived by the sword, but I by the sword. 1.49, 1.
He actually rounded up. He actually,
Brutal.
yeah, no, that's really bad.
Yep.
And then the last claim was that the special SRD grant, known as the 350 Rand grant, which was introduced in 2020, obviously during COVID, has kept millions of people out of poverty and continues to provide much needed support for those who are unemployed.
What is the SRD grant? It's just for unemployed people?
Yeah, so it's a 350 Rand grant for...
Per month?
Yeah. No, it's shocking. 350 Rand per month has kept millions of people out of poverty.
I was curious to sign up. Get the 350 per month
It's not
rolling.
for you.
Yeah.
It's that.
And what's that? The food poverty line stands at around, 600 Rand? What is it? I remember reading that some time ago.
600 Rand a month. Is the
So
food
it's
poverty
basically
line.
saying that we'll give you this, but you still can't feed yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So technically,
crazy.
if you put the food poverty line down at like 600 Rand a month, obviously you're going to be keeping people out of poverty. But it's crazy that the standard of poverty is that low.
Yeah.
You know, it's
So
350
How can
Rand a
someone
month.
live on 350 Rand?
Exactly.
It's
A
hard.
month.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
How is
Yeah.
that possible?
Yeah. It's impossible.
You can't even order bottles and roof for 350. Hey? Everyone line up.
I think, do you guys agree this is just getting a bit old?
What?
And just, roof. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I am a little angry Chupat.
Where's our dog, Charvi?
Charvi
He just got a shout out from
Charvi.
Woolworths.
They
Yeah,
did. They
yeah.
said hello, Harvey.
And I mean,
Said
that's
hi,
in South
Harvey.
Africa. You got people, on 350 Rand a month being given that. And then you've also got stuff in Camps Bay.
Yeah.
There's this parking lot that's caused a lot of excitement being sold for,
Parking bay.
in Camps Bay.
Yeah. It's not a garage.
It's not
There's no roof. There's nothing fancy. It is a pile of bricks, basically, by the sea, being sold for 1 million Rand.
Now,
Would you
who's
buy
going to
it?
stop me driving in
Absolutely not.
Would you cop?
there? No,
No.
someone else will just park
When
in
there
there.
is a will, there's a way. I always find parking at Camps Bay. Sometimes I take the ticket.
Sure.
That
I did the
rhymed.
most.
That was a
I did the
bar.
most
When there's a will, there's a way. I always find
most-
parking in Camps Bay.
village. I did honestly the most village thing the other day. So there was a.
Well, thanks for that. We're gonna take a short break and we'll be right back.
And we're back. Okay, Ruth, but carry on with your
Anyway,
story.
as I was
So
saying,
anyway.
before I was so rudely interrupted
By the
was-
camera. What do you want me to do?
So no, the other day I was trying to get parking in Clifton, and it was on a Ballon River day. Everything was completely full, and I already parked somewhere, and it was halfway up on the curb, but it was blocking other cars. So the security guard came up to me and he literally said to me, "You cannot park the car there." Okay. So then I had to move it, and there was this one parallel park, but it's not exactly my strong suit. So I put my flicker on, and then got out of the car. And my friend who was in the back seat got in and did the parallel park for me. And I could just see cars driving past laughing at me.
Oh my God. One thing about going to UCT is that you become an absolute pro at parallel parking. I'm a parallel parking merchant after having to parallel park every day.
Titillating from both of you. Oh wow!
You cannot park the car.
Yep.
Okay.
Parking.
In other news, fathers are getting time off. There's been a new ruling on paternity leave. That is, a 4-month maternity leave has now changed to the 4-month paternity leave,
Wow!
which is awesome.
So everyone gets 4 months.
Yeah, I think that.
No, you share the 4 months.
Well, like everyone, you can decide now who.
Oh, but no, but that's the factual account.
No,
that's
yeah,
what I
I'm
was
saying-
asking.
I'm saying so they're 4 months. That would just be for the mother, and I can split it so it can be like the mother
That's
gets
nice.
3, the dad gets 1.
That's nice.
That's nice. That's nice.
Hopefully more people will leave the milk where it is and parent their children.
But that's also, it's changed because previously it was 10 days of paternity leave for a father from the day that the child was born.
Sure.
Only 10 days. You can't recalibrate in 10 days. In
I
10
feel
days,
that's a W for
in 10 days, you're probably worse off from when the child was born.
I don't know,
No
with all that
sleep.
screaming and crying, maybe, sorry, got to go to work. And then you just chat shit at work. I mean, I don't think anyone in South Africa actually, bar people who do like intense physical labor and all that, stuff. People who work at these cushy office jobs and they just chat. That was net gesels.
Yeah.
Hier en daar.
Get your emails done.
I've seen it firsthand. Lots of my friends working in these
Tell them about
commerce jobs. No.
Whoopsies, missed another meeting.
About Burke-castic. Tell them about it.
Burke, fantastic. Yeah.
Fantastic rice. But I think it's also great because now it's not just people who give birth. It might be adoptive parents. Like, just because you didn't give birth doesn't mean that the beginning stages of having a baby is any less
Just because the baby's
difficult.
not biologically yours doesn't mean it doesn't cry, yeah? Yeah, that's true. I had two guys in the gym were talking about how they wanted to start a business overseas where they help gay American families adopt children because they can charge a lot of money.
Wow.
And then the guy was like, well, so how do you know it's lucrative? He's like, I saw it on TikTok. Which is like a lot of what,
He's so in a chat so wild.
No, this
Ultimate
was just
source.
This was just what people were changing.
I wonder how much surrogacy goes for.
Mm.
I think that's a very honorable thing to do.
Well,
I think that's one of the greatest gifts you can give someone.
Oh, wow. I was going to make it less wholesome. But what would be your number to carry someone else's child?
I'd like to say I would do it out of the goodness of my own
No
heart.
way.
It depends. It depends who it is. If it was like a close friend and they really couldn't have a child, I think like as long as they covered like my medical bills and stuff like that, I would.
How
do it.
much?
Are
How
you
much?
being
How much for
serious?
your?
Yeah.
How much for your
Rupert
sperm?
wants a child now.
How much for your sperm, Samuel? How much does someone have to pay you to give them the
that
sperm
stuff's
for their
pretty
kid?
much... that's a dime a dozen. It's pretty...
I don't think that
That's
goes
just someone
for
else.
that much.
It's just a bucket taking it instead of a tissue. Yeah.
No.
I don't think that.
So you would do it for your friends? You would be a surrogate?
I mean, one time, maybe, yeah.
What?
As long as they paid for like my medical bills and that sort of stuff, I think that it's.
So you would birth this child. The child would be... Wouldn't you feel attached to this child now?
That's your child.
Yeah, no, that would be
No,
hard.
you would never ever do this.
And then when you
Just
see the
lying.
kid, it's so awkward. What do you say? Like, oh, this is your godmother.
I look just like her.
Phoebe Buffet birthed 3 kids for her brother.
Who's Phoebe Buffet?
For her brother.
Yeah, on Friends. Mm-hmm.
There's something incest going on there. You can't birth kids for the brother. Your own fucking brother.
Well, she did.
So she took her brother's, but the kid must have been...
No, your eggs are not involved in this process whatsoever.
The kid came out there looking in all sorts of directions. And it's eye on everything.
Looking like spots in there, right?
Unnecessary
Yeah,
He's
rinsing
not
of
going to
it.
listen to it.
Yeah, probably not. But wowee. Speaking of doctors and, births and what have you, what's going on with that doctor? What's his name?
Lonnie.
Dr. Lonnie.
Doctor. Well, not really a doctor.
Oh, he's just a fake doctor. Hey, pretending to be
is
a
he?
doctor on TikTok.
I think more people do that than you might think. But he was recently arrested for trespassing in a hospital. Like fully dressed up, making TikToks. He probably brought his ring light with him.
Yeah, if your doctor's got a ring light, you're in trouble. You're in trouble.
And he probably did one of these, like
Yeah.
you were pointing to the screen.
Hey guys, I'm going to finish up on this open heart surgery. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!
A renegade.
Yeah, bloody merch, link in bio.
I mean, I'm not sure what you get by pretending to be a doctor on TikTok.
Clout. I feel women are so attracted to doctors.
That's true.
I used to tell people when I went out that I did engineering. And then sometimes I'd run into an engineer like, watch it, and then I would just...
Then they asked you about, how's this module going? How's it?
Modular? Scusi? What is...
Yeah.
Duff. But the good news is petrol prices have decreased, right? Diesel is still sky high. So That's bad.
Yeah, but we try and inject some good news onto the podcast. So
That is it. That's your good news. Petrol down with a rand
that's
or
it.
so.
Don't expect any more. That
Rand
was-
78 per litre and diesel down 82 cents. So if you were on the edge, if you were thinking today is the day I end it all, keep fighting, soldiers. Soldiers.
Or fill up your tank and then...
No, Rupert, you behave yourself in the corner over there, man. No, love and light to you all.
Yeah.
Love and light.
Okay. Moving on to some international news. Maybe this is a kind of good news. It's weird news. Florida Man Games. Heard of that?
Florida is wild.
Is Florida real?
I think so. I've done some research on the topic. I've seen maps, I've seen videos, and I'm prepared to wager it's real.
I've been there. It's hella hot.
Have you been to Florida? Oh, I genuinely didn't know that.
I went to Disneyland.
She belongs to the... Oh, you went to
Orlando.
Disneyland. Oh. City girl.
Literally 13 years old.
Hiya, Goofy. Hiya. So what's happening with the Florida games? What you mean, Florida man? What?
Well, I think we have to start off by describing what is a Florida man.
Yeah, it
right?
comes from a meme, basically.
Rupert, you go for it. Take us away.
It's like... So it became an internet meme where people in Florida would do like the wildest things and then make the news headline.
Yeah.
And some of them were just so ridiculous that it would become a meme.
Yeah.
Like some of them are, Florida man wears fuck the police shirt to court and wins. Like he wins the case with a fuck the police thing on. And then Florida man suspected of using private plane to draw a giant radar penis. Like people just doing wild stuff. Florida man gets tired of waiting at hospital, steals an ambulance and drives home.
So you get the drift.
It's
of it.
basically basically like they're out of GTA or something.
Yeah,
Yes.
like total like NPCs.
Yeah.
So they've decided to make a game out of this, a one-of-a-kind competition set to hit the Sunshine State next year. Will pit beer loving and gator wrestling types against one another in what is billed as the most insane athletic showdown on earth.
That might be the worst American.
It was up.
It was.
Can I pet that dog?
It was some kind of American accent. But yeah, there'll be teams of 5 that will compete in contests and just like crazy stuff. So belly beer sumo wrestling. I think I would watch that. A pool noodle mud fight. Category 5 cash grab. Yeah. It sounds like a mess, but
Sounds
entertaining.
good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Good time.
They should definitely like. I could see Logan Paul and KSI competing in that.
Well, the thing is, your friends, it's not like our celebrities are going on or whatever. Like anyone can go on it.
Yeah.
Groups of 5, you sign up, and then obviously tons of people are going to sign up, but then it's like 16 groups, something gets selected. Anyway, it's going to be a real opportunity to live that Florida man life for a day.
You guys said it. Where do I sign up? Where do I... What do you think of the Ballon d'Or, Rupert? Obviously, Lionel Messi. What's it, winning his 8th?
I'm fuming Ronaldo didn't win it, yeah.
Ronnie.
No, Ronnie was never gonna...
People are sleeping on Ronnie. He's killing the Saudi league.
Yo.
Explain this to me.
32 goals, 35
What
games,
is
something
this?
like that.
It's like the most coveted football award you can get. The Ballon d'Or usually goes to the best player of the year, and Messi won it, which
It's
a lot of
fucking
people
rigged.
were angry about because they thought Erling Haaland should have won it because he won the treble with City, record-breaking Premier League campaign, scored 36 times in 35 games, got some assists, and he was. A lot of people thought he should have got the Ballon d'Or. Rupert, your thoughts?
Oh, I just think it's rigged, to be honest with you. Like, watch Messi when he's 40, will still win it. Dribbled past his dead dog twice. That type of thing.
What was that joke about?
It's a TikTok meme.
Okay.
The youth will
You
get
guys
it.
wouldn't
Okay?
get
The
it.
youth will get it.
Boomer.
No, I think it's ridiculous.
Back to being angry. It's like World Rugby had one South African in their Dream 15, and it's like, we don't need your awards. I suppose in this case, Messi got the World Cup and the Ballon d'Or, so good for him. He
Yeah.
inspires short kings everywhere. It's like if you're very talented and short, you can still do it, but if you're just short, then, well, you're in trouble. We come for short kings a lot on this pod.
We do.
And considering we got one of their spokespersons here, one of the leaders, he's their social media.
I'm 6'1" with Nike Air Force Ones on. 5'9" without.
With just like wedge platform high heels on.
You said it.
What's up with pogo sticks?
What?
I was just thinking about stuff that's high. And then I just thought about pogo sticks. I think that's really weird to have that as a hobby.
Boing, boing, boing. Yeah, true.
Do you know what else I've seen? That's like really, really super weird. It was people ride like stick ponies, but they ride them like
competition,
it's like a competition, and they treat them like they're literally riding horses.
It's disturbing. All the contestants it's a bit racist, but they're all white, obviously.
Yeah.
Kind of went without saying. All right, where are we in the show? Where are we? Are we doing a shorter episode today? What's happening?
Yeah, I think we're doing a bit of a short episode today.
Chloe's sick. I have depression and a tattoo. Don't know if I told you about that. And Rupert's short, so powering through it. No, we're only teasing. What's going on now? What's up? Where to next?
Let's head right to overrated, underrated.
Cool. Okay. We're gonna let Rupert do them as well. Okay. So I'm gonna do it, and then Rupert's gonna do it.
Okay.
And we'll see what we get up to. Rupert, you understand the concept of overrated, underrated?
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay.
Okay. Rupert, overrated or underrated? Matthew Lani, Dr. Matthew Lani.
You don't have to say doctor. He's not a doctor.
It's a tough one.
TikTok doctor.
I think underrated. He's a pioneer of sorts.
He is.
Just because someone says, "Oh, you can't be a doctor because you didn't get a matric pass," or went and spent 7 years studying, that doesn't define him. Exactly. He's Dr. Matthew Lani.
I agree.
It's about the energy.
I agree. You don't need a MBHCB, CHB, MBCHB. You just need a ring light. So he's done it. He's done it.
That's so funny. Okay, Sammy, overrated or underrated? Friends, the series.
Overrated. Just because I don't like. Well, not that I don't even dislike it. I watch How I Met Your Mother, and if you watch How I Met Your Mother first, I don't make up the rules. You just prefer How I Met Your Mother.
Okay. It's weird that they've been pitted against each other.
Yeah. It's exactly the same thing.
Not really.
Why not? Sorry.
Because Barney Stinson.
Scratch my tattoo again.
Oh my goodness.
I've got a tattoo.
It's going to start into a drinking game that you have to take a shot every time you mention that you have a tattoo.
I'm tatted. I'm thinking of a bit of a lifestyle change. I was checking out Vespas online.
Vespa, that's hard.
I went. Is smoking still bad for your health? And it is. So I'm not going to be grinding those cigarettes yet, but I'll find something hard to do.
You know what's hilarious? I heard someone say the other day, I've given up vaping. I just smoke cigarettes now.
Yeah.
Like, that's a bit...
Yeah, okay. Okay, Wheezy. Thanks for your opinion.
You're sounding a bit like me. Okay. Rupert, public holidays, overrated or underrated?
Underrated. We need more.
We do need more.
We do. It doesn't matter what they cost. Rack them up.
Rack them up. We deserve it.
People love a public. I love it. You plan it together. You get a long weekend. You get away. Yeah, we can't just work our whole lives.
That's so true.
Not as world champions. Not as 4-time world champions. We can't do that.
Okay, this is down, but I don't know what it means. What is Zombie?
Zombie.
I thought
Zombie.
I thought
Rasi. The Irish were upset about that.
I love this. I was like, all these colonizers, we took something back. We took the cranberry zombie back and made it Rasi. Everyone was singing that at the airport as well. Who's going to watch the Springbok tour? Anyone?
I'd like to, yeah.
You'd like to? Rupert? Not me. I bled for the box.
I think you literally said that like at the beginning of the podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Did I mention I had a tattoo done?
No, okay. We are cutting the show. And Sam is banned from talking about this on the next episode.
Oh, my leg is so sore.
It's your boy Skinny Penis.
Signing
it's
out
your boy.
and signing on. No, you can't end the podcast like that.
No, we're going to say all the
penis
regular
and I'm
things.
out.
Yes.
Please like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things.
And put in an order for the shirt. 400 Rand a pop delivered to you in South Africa. Activewear, run, gym, sweat. You know, if you're just a sweaty person.
None of our
you know,
business.
You don't want them white tees in summer where it looks like coffee stains around your pits. That ain't it. So
So true.
But that's all from us. We'll see you next week.
Bye.